Hey guys, Mr. Lloyd here. Going to work with you right now on page 1 of 3 for Thursday, the 26th. This is all about ratios. This should be a review page that takes us back to what we were doing right before the hiatus began, before all this crazy stuff began. So here we are. Number 1, it says 12 students in a 6th grade class are part of an academic team. And that 12 represents 2/3. And so we're trying to figure out how many students are in the total class. So remember from back in class when we were doing these on the board before we took this big old break, I kept saying the hardest part of these problems is setting them up. We have 2/3. We know it's going to be set up using cross multiplication. So we know we're going to have fraction equals fraction. But the question is, where does x go, on top or on bottom? So 12 students, who had to read this carefully, 12 students are part of a 6th grade academic team. So that means the part always goes on top, the whole always goes on bottom. So our x is our unknown, and we're just going to cross multiply to solve. So 12 times 3 is 36. 2 times x is 2x. So we know that 36 divided by 2 equals x. And of course, 36 divided by 2 equals 18. So there were 18 kids in the whole class. Okay. So number 2, it's asking us, so I say I reach into a bag of Jolly Ranchers. I'm going to make sure I'm on camera when I do this. Reach into a bag of Jolly Ranchers, pull out 24 total pieces. I lay them out on my desk. I count them up. I divide them up into flavors, and 6 of them are watermelon. And I'm asking you to find out what the ratio of watermelon to the total is. So I have 6 pieces out of 24 whole. Pretty straightforward. 6 to 24. And then I said, can you simplify? So just like with a fraction, remember this could be written, 6 to 24 could be written as 6 over 24. And if that visualization helps you understand what I mean by simplifying, we're going to simplify both. I know that 6 and 24 share a common factor of 6, so I divide by 6, and I get 1. 24 divided by 6 is 4, and this would be written, this would also be written the same way, 1 to 4. So that would be the simplified ratio there. That's number 2. Number 3, we're going to take the same strategy, and it's asking what percent of the total is the watermelon. So I have 1/4, and we're going to set this up. Remember, percent is per 100. And since it's asking me what percent, the unknown goes on top. So x goes on top, and now we just cross multiply. So now it says 100 equals 4x. 100 divided by 4 equals x. And finally, once we divide 100 by 4, we find that it equals 25. So if I have 6 watermelon out of 24 total, then 25% of my watermelon is the total. The final question here, number 4, what percent of the total is the non-watermelon flavors? So I can set it up here. I know that there are going to be 24 total, 6 are already accounted for. We just do a quick erase over here so we don't confuse ourselves. So 24 total, 6 are accounted for. So that means 18 non-watermelon flavors. That means 18 over 24 equals something over 100. We're going to find that something. So this would be 1800 equals 24x. Right now 24 is multiplied by x, so I need to divide by 24 to find out what x equals. Clean up my handwriting here. And x equals 75. And that's a good thing, of course, because we know that 25% are watermelon. The remainder need to be non-watermelon. So it makes sense that 75% is our total, because 75 and 25 added together give us 100. Okay, that is all the time we're going to have for today's page 1 of 3. Remember to pause the video if you need to check your work, go back. Please keep checking these videos. I'll have the next 2 uploaded shortly. I'll see you later.